getting out of hand.
Oh, I think it got out of hand long ago when your carnal appetites took over your good sense.
You are on a flaming tangent because of some flimsy bit of evidence.
I am asking you just once more. Are you denying that you're having an affair with Eden Capwell?
I am denying that.
Well, I think you are. For spite. And out of some misguided idea that you are besting Cece by seducing his daughter. Shut up, Breeze.
Breeze doesn't like these accusations any more than I do.
I am not concerned about Breeze's sensibilities right now, or yours for that matter. I just want the truth. For once in your life, Lionel, tell the truth.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
Oh, and who do we thank for that? Whose long history of coloring the facts and stretching the truth has gotten us to this point?
Whose indeed?
I am warning you, Lionel. This is very close to a serious breach in our relationship, and if it isn't healed, it could be the end of us, our marriage, everything.
You can't mean that.
Oh, yes, I can. Casual flirtations behind my back are one thing, but active, dedicated, cheating on me is another, and I won't have it.
Excuse me.
Oh, fine. Now you have nothing to say to me? You're just going to curl up with a good book? I don't believe this.
I'm getting out the family Bible.
You are really asking for trouble. You are really at the point of disaster right now.
I swear to you that I'm not actually having an affair with Eden Capwell.
And that bathing suit doesn't belong to her.
No, it doesn't.
What is going on around here? First breeze and then this strange wind.
Are you convinced? Can I put this down now?
What's the matter? You afraid you're going to get struck by lightning?
It's a little heavy, that's all.
Oh, wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
What else do you want to know?
I want to know if you are having an affair with anybody in Santa Barbara, and that includes Montecito. You're not going to get away on a technicality.
I swear that I am not having an affair, a physical relationship, with anyone from San Diego County through Humboldt, okay? Now, please believe me, I'm telling you the truth.
I don't really know how much an oath on the Bible means to you.
That's not fair. In my own way, you know I'm religious. I have respect for this. Who was it that said something about the Taj Mahal? If time had intelligence, that everything in the world could be destroyed before the Taj. That's the way I feel about us. I don't want anything to happen to it.
Oh, Lionel, you would say anything to anyone if it suited your purpose.
Not this time. I beg you to trust me and have faith in my love for you. Do you, Augusta? Do you trust me?
Joe! Peter! Joe, what happened?
The gun went off. I don't know. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, let me die. You know something about Channing's death, don't you? Yeah. Oh, you better keep me alive. Who killed him? Get help.
The police are coming right now.
Tell me, damn it! Call somebody, Perkins. Drop it, mister. Drop it, right there.
Quick, get an ambulance. We need some help.
Go ahead, copy. Yeah, we've got a man who's been shot. Respond with an ambulance. Wildlife Refuge, southwest quadrant, about, 10th of a mile in front of the entrance. Hey, Ken. This is Joe Perkins.
Hey, who do you know it is? Perkins, you shoot him?
No, he tried to kill me.
Oh, sure he did.
He's telling the truth.
Let go of me. I didn't do it. It's his gun, not mine.
Well, it's too bad you turned up live, Perkins. So now they're going to revoke your parole. You're going back to prison.
Hey, this one's lost a lot of blood. Hey, you all right? Can you hear me?
I'll send up the paramedics.
I'm gonna go get your help.
Peter knows something about Channing's death. Find out what it is. Get back. I'm sorry, lady. Don't pass
No, we were friends. We were engaged. Please let me ride us into the hospital.
You're the Capwell girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, get in.
Come on, Augusta. You wanted my answer. I want yours.
I have to think about it.
You have to think about your answer? Well, that isn't good enough. You wanted my answer when you wanted it. Now I want yours. It is important to me as mine was to you. You've challenged me and accused me, and now I am just as upset about it as you were. Equally hurt and equally offended. I think you owe me an honest answer.
I'm not going to allow this. You're putting me on the defensive. I don't owe you anything.
I have sworn to you on a Bible that I'm not having an affair with Eden Capwell. What do you want me to do? Get a whole stack of them?
Don't you think I want to believe you?
Then what is preventing you? Just believe it.
Eden Capwell told me you were having an affair with someone. There's no reason for her to tell me that if it's not true. She's not going to gain anything by lying, but you, on the other hand...
Of course she could! All the Capwells have something to gain by lying. Don't you see they have just as much animosity towards us as we have towards them? They'd love to see us split up, divorcing, selling the house, moving from Santa Barbara. It would be an answer to their prayers. Oh, come on, Augusta. You've worked up a big scenario about my revenge. What about their revenge towards us, huh? In your blind rush to hang me, you didn't even see that the rope won't hold.
I think you're clouding the issue.
Augusta, I'll tell you something. I'm just about at the end of my patience. That's all. You and I have been married what seems like close to 100 years. Now, listen to me. If you can't tell when I'm really telling the truth, that whole 100 years is just a waste of time. Come on, put an end to this. I want you to put your hand on this Bible and swear that you believe me.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't.
I see. Well, that says a whole lot about the state of our union, doesn't it? I'm afraid it just isn't good enough, just.
Lionel, where are you going?
We're going to have a wonderful life. Just you and me.
What's wrong?
He's in a bad way.
He's gonna make it, isn't he?
We'll do our best. Thank you.
Peter, how do you feel?
Hurt.
I know. I'm sorry.
I couldn't let you marry Joe. It would have been wrong. I've been through too much.
Listen, we're on our way to the hospital, all right? You'll be fine once you get there.
I'm scared, Kelly.
You're gonna get taken care of. Peter, you tell me what you know about Channing.
Kelly, you haven't changed, have you?
What?
You're still a golden girl. I remember the first time I saw you. In my class. You were only 17, remember?
I know.
Your hair. Oh, beautiful hair. I didn't even know you were a Capwell. Didn't matter to me. I just knew that I had to have you. No matter what.
Peter, is it hard for you to talk?
I found out Joe was alive. And you were living with him. That almost killed me, Kelly.
Joe said you knew he wasn't guilty. How did you know that, Peter?
I told Channing you and Joe were going to elope, remember?
I know that.
I didn't want to lose you, even then, Kelly.
But Peter, how did you know about Joe? This is very important to me. If you tell me, it'll help me so much.
So long ago.
What?
Everything. Just 5, 6 years. Hey, how long was it? Channing was grateful when I told him. I remember. When was it? Kelly, when was it?
When was what, Peter?
It was the night that Channing was killed. It was the night he died. I remember.
Peter? Peter! I think he's passed out. Will you look at him, please?
Oh, man, it's really kicked up.
Yeah, it looks like a storm's coming up.
We're gonna have a quake. I can feel it in my bones.
What do you say? An earthquake?
You gotta go down to your stables and listen to the animals. They know it's coming.
Because you're crazy. It's the wind that's making them jittery.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go riding today if I were you, cowboy.
I hadn't planned on it.
Mason.
What's wrong?
The sheriff's station just called. I didn't know you were here.
What's happened?
They found Joe Perkins alive. He's been arrested by the sheriff.
Perkins is alive?
And Peter Flint has been shot. He's at the hospital, and they say he's in critical condition.
I don't believe this.
Who shot Peter?
They say Joe Perkins did.
Oh, come on now. Are they sure?
I think so, Cruz.
Yeah, this is Mason Capel. Do I understand that you found Joe Perkins? I see. They're booking him now. He's under suspicion for the attempted murder of Peter Flint. Yeah, I'm here. Now, listen to me. I want Perkins arraigned immediately. Notify the parole board to put a hold on him. He'll be taken back to prison tonight. I'll be there as soon as I can and take care of the paperwork. Right.
You're revoking his parole without investigating?
What happened isn't in question. He had a rifle and a pistol, and he tried to kill Peter Flint. Apparently, he did a pretty good job of it. Peter may not recover. Damn it, I had a suspicion Kelly was involved in this all along.
Kelly?
Well, she knew that Joe Perkins was alive. She's been acting very strangely lately. She's doing a lot of things that haven't made much sense. But it's all making sense now. You don't seem unduly shaken by the news. Is it possible you've known about it too, Cruz?
Anything is possible. Except that I can't believe Joe would try to kill Peter Flint. The other way around, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we know where your loyalties lie, Cruz.
That's right, Mason. And when I'm loyal, I do something about it.
Mommy?
Oh, you're awake, are you?
Where's Mommy?
She's in L.A., remember?
Oh, yes. I had a dream about her.
You did?
We were having so much fun. We were at the beach together.
Well, you must have been dreaming about Nice when we were all there together.
No, just Mommy. I wish she'd come back. I miss her.
Listen, I finally got the rest of those coins back, including the one that Kelly had.
Oh, you got it back from her.
Yeah, I'm going to take them out someplace and bury them.
I'm glad, Warren. It's the best thing you could have done.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Would you do something about the horses? I hear them outside. Sounds like Centurion's trying to kick down his stall.
Yeah, I know. They've been spooked all afternoon. I think it needs to be ridden. Work off some of that excess energy, you know.
Well, whatever it takes, I wish you'd do it. I can't bear to see them acting like that. It's like torments of the soul.
Yeah.
I'll get it. Dad, Lakin's not here.
Look, I'll go see to the horses, okay?
Warren!
Do you want to come in?
No, thanks. I just want to talk to Warren.
Well, he's just going to... Strange, he's never that rude. I wonder what's wrong with everyone.
Sophia, what am I doing? I am tearing this family apart. You know that? I seem to be tearing this family apart. And I've just got to stop. I know I can't make up to you for what I did to you. I know I can't be Eden's lover. I really love Augusta. I really do. I want our marriage to last, Sophia. I've been deceiving her, I've been lying to her, and however much that she has deceived me, and she has. Augusta is the best thing that ever happened to me. She's the best part of me. Why do I have this terrible obsession? This obsession to be with Eden, to see her. I know it. Seems to have taken over everything I do. I know that there's no conceivable future in it. Maybe if I talk to Eden and explain everything. I have to tell her about us, what I did to you. It may be my only salvation. But it could be disaster.
Warren!
What do you want?
Kelly told me you took the coin away from her.
Look, it belonged to me.
It belongs to our family. To Channing, and you know it.
Drop the arm, pal.
You killed my brother, didn't you?
Look, I'm warning.
Didn't you?
Don't forget, the garbage goes out on Thursday night.
You told us that before.
I know. Okay. Well, it's just a last-minute checklist.
Your mother always thinks the world is going to come to an end if she isn't there to tell her what to do.
Well, don't worry about us. Amy and I will be just fine.
The only responsibility you have is to enjoy yourself.
And bring back lots of pictures.
Camera. John, do we have the camera?
Yes, honey, I have it right in the bag.
Filmed. We have film.
Marissa, I have the film.
I know we're forgetting something. I know it.
You know, we're lucky you don't do this very often because we'd never survive it.
Okay. All right. Touche. Look, I just think it's fair to tell you that I'm a little nervous.
No! We would never guess, Mom.
Well, John, where's the taxi? Why isn't... Oh, what now?
Hello?
Dad, it's me.
Hello, Joe. You caught us just in time. We're practically out the door.
Yeah, is Mom still there?
Yeah, she's right here. Hold on a second. Marissa, Joe.
Joey, hi. Are you all right?
Not really. I've been arrested. I'm down at the police station.
Joey, no. No.
Yeah, listen.
I'm okay. They told me that I could make one phone call, and I wanted you and Dad to know and hear it from me before you heard some crazy, distorted story.
Well, Joey, what happened?
Amy, something really bad's happened.
You're probably going to hear that I shot Peter Flynn. Now, it isn't true. Listen to me. There was a struggle for a gun. It went off, and he got shot.
Then I got hauled in here by the sheriff. And it looks like they're going to send me back to prison.
Joey, no. Oh, no. John.
Joe? Joe, what's wrong? What happened?
Mama fell yet.
I have been arrested again, and it looks like they're going to send me back. I just wanted both of you to know, no matter what you hear, that it wasn't my fault.
Oh, all right, son. Now, don't you worry. We're gonna make some phone calls and do everything we can to help you. We're not gonna turn our backs on you this time, son. I promise you that. I promise you, son.
Mason,
I'm in a hurry.
I want Joe released. He's not guilty of anything, not of the drug charges and not of trying to kill Peter.
Have you known all along Joe was alive?
Yes, I knew.
I thought so. You should have told me, Kelly.
What difference does it make? He's still not guilty.
The cocaine charges are the least of his worries right now. He's being held for attempted murder. It seems to be a pattern with him. Have you noticed that?
He did not shoot Peter. Peter was trying to kill Joe.
Oh, you're hardly an impartial witness.
He was set up, Mason. He tricked him into meeting him at the wildlife refuge by sending him a forged note.
Well, as is usual with Joe, we have diverging accounts about what really happened. Needless to say, that's not Peter's story.
How do you know what Peter's story is? I'm the one that was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital with him. He barely made sense.
I talked to the police. He told them that he knew Joe was alive. He went out to try to bring him back, and Joe took the pistol away from him, shot him in cold blood.
That's a lie. Peter had a rifle. In fact, he had 2 guns. He was trying to ambush Joe. You don't choose a rifle to bring someone in at gunpoint.
I'm afraid my hands are tied. There's really nothing I can do.
You mean you won't do anything, Mason? Because you're so obsessed with seeing Joe back in prison.
Kelly, a lot of people are going to find out that you've been harboring a criminal. That's a felony.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you arrest me, Mason? Why don't you send me to prison?
Don't be ridiculous.
No, I mean it. Come on, why don't you? All right, I admit it. I knew Joe was alive. I was hiding him from the cops. Come on, Mason. Come on, call your friends down at the police headquarters and have them turn me in.
I'll do nothing of the kind.
Yeah, of course you won't. You only arrest people when you feel like it. It has nothing to do with justice or what's right or what's legal. Only when you feel something against or towards somebody. You're such a hypocrite.
Calm down.
No, I'm not going to calm down because I hate you. And I hate Daddy. I hate you both for ever letting this happen.
Miss Capwell? I'm sorry you've had to wait. I was out.
Has Peter been in yet?
Then you haven't heard.
No, what?
Peter was shot. They say he's in critical condition.
What? How did it happen?
I don't know. Yes, I do. Actually, I believe my brother had something to do with it.
Your brother?
Joe Perkins is my brother. He's alive. He and Peter were in some kind of a fight, and Peter was shot.
How could this be?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
But
Eden, excuse me.
Mr.
Eden,
Larkin.
I've been looking all over for you. I'm sorry.
Amy, would you mind just for a minute?
No, of course.
Thank you. Eden, I have a lot to tell you. I'm sorry.
I really can't talk right now.
Listen to me, please, please. I have a confession to make. And after I tell you what I have to tell you, perhaps it'll clear the air for you as well as for me.
You have something to tell me about my mother.
Yes, so please listen to me.
No, I really can't. Not right now. This is not the place.
Eden, where then? Tell me.
I don't know. I'll call you.
You mustn't do that. Just name a place and a time, and we'll meet.
All right. I'll meet you in a half an hour at the cemetery.
All right. At the cemetery.
Come on now, don't be unhappy. It makes me sad. Hey, you were just having a dream, and then you woke up and you had a smile on your face?
I want my mommy. I wish she'd come back.
I know, she'll be back tonight. It takes a long time to drive back and forth from Los Angeles. Hey, come on. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't we call her on the telephone? You can talk to her, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I'll even help you do it, okay? I don't want to see you sad. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 6, 8, 1, and another 1. There you go.
Mommy! I miss you. I wish you'd come back. When are you coming back? I had a dream about you.
I can't take him away. I just can't do it.
When are you coming back, Mommy? I miss you. Okay. I will. I love you too, Mommy. She wants to talk to you.
Hello, Gina. Oh, no, he had a nice nap, but when he woke up, he started worrying about you. Yeah, it seems a lot longer than it's really been. Well, after talking to you, everything seems to have changed. Did you tell him that? All right. Well, we'll see you soon then, okay? You have a safe trip. Bye. Well, she's going to be back real soon. You feel better now?
Yes.
So now what should we do? You don't know? Okay, well, I'll tell you. How about if we play a card game?
Okay.
Okay, now, if I can just find the cards, I'll be fine. Okay, come here. Let's see who that is first.
I want to talk to you.
All right, come in.
Hey, partner.
Hi, Uncle Cece.
You having a good time?
I miss my Mommy.
Well, we just talked to her, and she's on her way back soon. Brandon, darling, do you want to go out into the yard and play while Uncle Cece and I have a little talk?
Okay.
Okay, and we'll play cards later. Mwah.
I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Now, what is it?
What is that?
My suitcase.
Why?
Well, I just haven't had a chance to unpack since I've been back from Nice.
Is that the truth? Or are you packed to go somewhere else?
Cece, why did you come here?
Because I don't like your having Brandon. And we didn't finish our little talk before you left the house.
You are not the only one in consideration here. Gina was very happy for me to take Brandon.
I don't trust you with him.
Why don't you have a seat and calm yourself down, and I'll be right back. I'm going to check on Brandon.
Hello? No, she'll be back in a minute. But if you want... Yes, I can take a message for her. 9 a.m., flight to Rio tomorrow? For 2? Are you sure? Yes. Yes, I will certainly see that she gets it. Thank you.
Who's that?
Travel agency confirming your flight to Rio tomorrow morning. For 2 people. Santana, what are you thinking of?
I don't believe it. Joe's alive.
So it seems.
Why would he have shot Peter Flint?
Who knows why that man does anything he does? I can't believe he actually worked her. He could have murdered us in our beds.
Interesting choice of locale. Could have been the garden, you know.
Don't start on me, Lionel.
Please don't argue.
I'm sorry. You're not. I'm leaving anyway.
Where are you going?
Out.
Can't wait for Ted to get here.
He was here before. He was going to talk to Warren. I don't know where he is now.
I'm sure he'll be here soon.
I hope so. I'm going out too, Lakin.
You are? Where are you going?
Just going out, that's all.
What is going on? Are you following Daddy?
Yes, I'm following him because I have to survive.
What's
I'm
that?
sorry. I'm sorry. It's nothing. I don't want to follow him. It's just that I want to trust him, and I. What is it, Breeze? What is it, huh? What's the matter? What's the matter?
What is the matter with her?
Lakin, you just hold on to her, okay?
Never seen her act this way before.
Well, she's just sensing something in the air. I'll be back later.
Okay, if I'm not here when you get back, I'll be with Ted, okay?
Right, have a good evening.
You were going to take Brandon out of the country? Kidnap him and take him to Rio?
No!
Don't you realize the kind of trouble you're going to get yourself into? Not to mention the misery and the heartache that you're going to cause Gina and Brandon. Thank God I found out about this in time.
I couldn't do it, all right? I already changed my mind before you even came over here.
You're going to have to be kept away from that child, even if I have to get a restraining order to do
No!
it. Gina has got to be warned to keep you away from him.
You have no right to do that. I have changed my mind. I already told you that. I didn't take him anywhere.
I have only your word that you've changed your mind. And let me tell you something. Your word lately hasn't been very reliable.
Look, son, I am telling you the truth this time. I wouldn't have taken Brandon away from Gina. I thought about it, yes, but I didn't do it. I couldn't carry it out. But don't prevent me from ever being able to see him. That is not fair. I don't deserve it.
You can't be trusted. You used me to get to Brandon.
That is not true.
That's exactly what you did.
Listen, you don't know how much I love Brandon.
My son Channing made a great mistake when he had anything to do with you.
Who's Channing?
Oh, Brandon, you're back.
Sweetheart, what do you need? Is there anything I can get for you?
Can I turn the water on outside?
Of course you can, but don't get wet, okay?
Okay.
You would better reconcile yourself to it right now. The boy is going home with me.
He is not. He is staying right here.
Joe,
Dad.
what's happening?
That's for sure. They're going to send me back to prison.
Can't believe it. You said you had a fight. Weren't there any witnesses?
Look, it wouldn't have mattered. The gun was between us when it went off. They've got other trumped-up charges they ain't sending me back on anyway.
We got to get you some legal help.
Now, look, they said that the court was going to appoint somebody.
Oh, no, I don't want any public defender for you. We'll get a top man. I'm not turning my back on you this time, Joe.
I know.
Your mother and I will get right on it. Well, it's lucky you called us when you did. We were just about gone.
Dad, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, the hell there isn't. We're going straight to an attorney. Now, you just sit tight. Okay?
Okay.
I hate to leave you back in here like this, son.
You and me both.
Kelly, we're going to get Joe out of this. I know an attorney who will help us. I'll be back, Joe.
Thanks, Mr. Perkins.
Right, Kelly.
Did you talk to Peter? Did he say anything?
Yeah, well, he was delirious most of the time. He was just about to tell me something and then he fainted. I don't know what to do, Joe. I want to help you.
All right, I don't think there's anything you can do for me. I've still got those cocaine charges outstanding against me.
I begged Mason to have those dropped. He said he would, and then he changed his mind.
All right, well, Mason's not much in the mood to do me a favor, and I think, it seems to me, that the only person who can do me anything or any good right now would be Dominic. Now, if we can get him to talk and come out and say what he knows...
All right, I'll talk to him. As soon as I leave here, I'll go see him, okay? He's got to do it. I'll make him do it.
Okay, Perkins, hold him out.
Wait, you taking me now?
That's right. We've got a car outside. I'm taking you for a nice ride back to prison. Come on, let's move.
I'll talk to Dominic. I love you.
I love you too.
Come on.
Hello. Don't be afraid, huh?
I'm not. Oh, I don't know. Everything seems so strange today. Everything seems so confusing.
I feel that way too.
You said you had a confession to make to me.
Yes, I have. And when I'm finished, I think you'll understand why I've been acting the way I have.
Well, I don't have much time.
I promise I'll be brief.
All right, go ahead.
For a while I thought, I suspected. Eden, were you haunting me?
What?
I thought that someone was trying to convince me that Sophia had come back.
Lionel, I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone had left a mask, a swim mask, in my bedroom a few days ago, and after that they left a bathing suit. And they were both things that belonged to your mother.
To my mother?
She wore them the day she died.
And you think I put them in your bedroom?
I knew someone had. I suspected that you had.
How could I? How could I even have them?
I haven't told you everything I know about your mother. There's a great deal still left to tell.
Like what?
Like the way we met. The way I felt about her.
How did you meet?
It was in Los Angeles. A movie studio. She was playing a small part in the movie, and I was observing. The minute I laid eyes on her, I knew that she was someone I had to know.
What's wrong?
Listen.
Listen to what?
That's just it. There's nothing, no wind, no sound.
You're right. It's really strange.
Something very odd is happening, isn't it? Gus!
So why were you following me, huh? Why are you running? You and your sister think you can pin something on me. What, do you need a scapegoat? You think I'm going to lead you to some kind of evidence?
And maybe.
You guys are trying to prove that I stole some stuff from your
Look,
house.
I know you have the coin. A coin you took from us, and I want it back. Yeah, but that's not the end of it. There's more. And I'm going to get to the truth of this, Kelly and I.
No way, man. You guys are wrong, all of you.
Not going to argue with you anymore. I'm going to do what I have to. He's going home with me.
Doesn't it matter to you what Brandon wants?
He doesn't know the danger he's in staying with you.
He is not in any kind of danger. Why don't we find out what he has to say, how he feels, okay? You don't know what feelings are. You've never had them in your life. Brandon!
What is that going to prove?
That he's happy here with me, that I haven't mistreated him, that I haven't hurt him.
That's not the point. You know it. You haven't hurt him. Of course you haven't.
Brandon, darling, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to tell Uncle Cece too, okay? Are you happy when you're here with me?
Yes.
And do you want to be here and wait for your mommy to come back from LA?
Sure.
This is meaningless, Santana. You're just using the boy. Brandon, son, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go home with me.
Why?
Yes, why? His mother said that he could stay here, and she'll be expecting to find him here.
Santana, don't make this any harder than it already is.
Excuse me.
Hi. Hi, Brandon. Did you forget that we, Well, hi, Dad.
No, I didn't forget. I'm taking care of Brandon, and I have to wait for Gina.
No, you won't. I will take that responsibility. Let go of him, Santana. Do it now!
Well, you had a nice long little vacation there, didn't you, Joe? And you almost made a longer one out of it, too. You know, you fooled a lot of people. Gotta give you credit. Everybody thought you were dead.
Forget it, will you?
Oh. They're gonna love you back at the prison. Most of us knew you'd be going back. Knew you'd get in trouble. Men like you just don't know how to stay out of trouble. Born losers, and you never overcome it. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Well, sure right about Perkins.
Look at that, Cruz. That's the beginning of something. Look at that.
My God. Don't let it be the big one.
Damn him. Damn him.